I'm doing another 45 auto versus 357 Magnum in full-size guns. Today I'm going to test the Sig Sauer Elite. The reason why I picked this stuff up, there's two significant reasons why I picked it up. One is the price. The price is incredible. They're both 20 round boxes, which is a little strange for a 357. Generally they come in 25 round boxes, and 45 is also a 20 round box, but the price on these was like 16 and some change for the 357. It was like $17 and some change for the 45 auto. That's a pretty good price. And the other significant reason why I picked this stuff up is because this 45 and this 357 are both one of those loads that are like perfectly exactly the same as a lot of the standardized loads that you've seen over the years. Like the 45 is a 230 grain, and it's rated on the box at 830 feet per second. That's like the standard, the old standard load. And this is a 125 grain, and it's rated at 1450. It's identical to a lot of the police loads that were used back in the day. So I'm hoping to get good performance out of it. You know, they don't look very impressive, especially the 357 looks a little funny. There's no segments on the outside of the jacket, and the hollow cup is very shallow. The 45, kind of the same thing going on. But it is called Elite Performance, so if we get anything less than Elite, I'll be kind of curious as to why. I'm going to shoot it through water jugs, and I got a piece of wood on the back, just in case we get pass-throughs. And I'm going to shoot some wood stacked up, and before that I'm going to run them through the chronograph, see what kind of velocity numbers we get with them, see if they line up with the rated velocity. So let's get started. Alright, here's the 45 auto, rated at 830. Let's see what we actually get out of it. 823, 825, 824. That's very close in consistency. I'm just going to run 3 round groups on these because I do intend on using some of this ammo as my backup. Alright, 357 Magnum. Let's see if it comes close to the 1450 that's advertised. 1340. 1378. 1331. They inflated that one a little bit. Let's see how they perform against water jugs and wood. Alright, 4 layers of denim, and I got the water jugs. For me to consider this elite performance, I would say it has to get into probably the 4th or 5th jug and have pretty good expansion. So let's see what we actually get. And it is close to what's rated velocity, so let's see. Knocked over that board, which is to be expected. But I'm seeing a hole out the back of the 6th jug there. And I see a mark on the board right here. So we went clean through. Let me take a look for that bullet, because it's got to be around here. Alright, I finally found that bullet, and it is, you know, exactly the same as when it was fired. You don't even really have any damage to even these little segments here. That's pretty disappointing. I'll show you. Now let's see how the 357 Magnum does. To get good performance, I would say, in comparison to a lot of the other rounds I tested, you're going to need about the 4th or the 5th jug. And you're going to need a good expansion on that bullet. So let's see if we get the 4th or 5th jug and what kind of expansion. So here we go. Oh, that splashed. I am drenched. It did dump a lot of energy in that first jug there. A lot. That's good. Dumped a lot in the second. That's hopeful. And I can see the bullet in the 3rd. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive for what it is. It curled back the jacket, and just a quick glance, we're talking probably 6/100ths of an inch, or 60 caliber. That's maybe 55. It's okay. I've seen better, but it's definitely performed a lot better than the 45, which is kind of the opposite of what I thought. And that 45 obviously didn't expand at all. So I don't know where that 45 slug is, but the 357 actually performed a little bit better. However, they inflated those numbers a lot more than they should have. So let's hit the wood. Alright, I have 3 varying thicknesses of wood here. I'll hit it with the 45 and then the 357 and see what happens. Alright. Alright. I got the bullet. I got the bullet right here. Interesting. What it looks like happened is I went right through this first board, put a good hole right through it. I cracked the second board, went right through that, and then it hit this third board here, and it dented it. And then here's the bullet laying on the table. It's just on the table, clogged with the wood. So that's what you're getting with that. Probably a daddy long legs. Not a very super soft alloy, but hey, it did all right. So let's try the 357 Magnum on wood and see what happens. All right, 357 Mag. We'll see how that performs. And we got more penetration than the 45 for sure. In and out, right here, in and right through, and then in, right through this big thick third one. That's a lot of wood. And then we got the jug, right through that jug, right through this jug, and we got a complete pass through of the jugs that I had sitting up here. So I don't have that bullet to show. I probably would have caught it with that last board if I would have put it up behind the water, but I didn't. So, my initial impression, the 45's not okay. The 45's not okay. The 357 seems to be pretty good though. However, it's just not hitting those power numbers that it advertised. On one last test, I'm just going to fire a few rounds at some paper, at a paper target at, let's say, 7 yards. And we'll see what kind of accuracy I get on paper. I'll just try to put a 3-round group as tight as I can and see what happens. Alright, I'm just going to do a 3-round group from 7 yards. I'll do single action on the 357 just to see how this ammo groups. And then I'll do the 45 and see how it compares. So let's go for the right in the center there, single action. Dead bullseye. Again. Three for 3. So it's a very, very accurate load with the 357. Yeah. That's good. 7 yards. So I'm going to do the same thing with the 45. Let's try to hit the number 9 above it and see if I can hit that number 9. A little bit to the left for me. I pulled that last one, but the first 2 I didn't pull. And I was going for here. This could just be my sights, but these 2 should have been on because it felt like they should have been. This one I kind of jerked the trigger a little bit, I felt it, but 357, definitely a little bit better. So what's my impression of this ammo? Well, to be just quick and fair here, the 357, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's about a 7. It's accurate, it expands, does okay, but you can't get higher than 7 when you lie about the numbers. That's the 4-inch barrel, so we should have got 1450. The 45, on the other hand, I'm going to rank that as maybe 4. Velocity was okay, but still, 5.3-inch barrel, and we're still getting under the advertised velocity. No expansion through water. It didn't even expand that well through, or didn't even penetrate that well through wood, and my accuracy wasn't that great. So, 357, it's a bargain. Yeah, it's a bargain ammo, and I would use it. 45, no. Get something better than that 45. That's Sig Sauer. So, hey, that's what you're getting. That's what I'm getting anyway. So, there it is. And as always, thanks for watching.